Most people think self-awareness is simple. Knowing your favorite foods, your personality type, maybe even your eye color. But that's just the very bottom of the spectrum. Imagine a graph. At the base is basic awareness. But as you move up, the levels get deeper and more powerful. At the very top is something most people have never heard of. Awareness inside the seat of consciousness, inside your body. The kingdom of God. The truth is, most of us are living in the middle and we don't even realize it. So let's break down the spectrum of awareness and see where you might be right now. Hi, if we haven't met yet, my name is Hince. Because of many years of inner and shadow work, my skull bones have shifted into more alignment, and I've even grown close to an inch in my 50s. This happened because I developed abilities that I didn't even know existed. I can sense inside my body what ancient mystics might call an open inner or third eye. And just as we can all focus on a point outside of us, I can focus on a point inside of me with awareness that's like a laser beam. It cuts through adhesions in my connective tissue, strand by strand. The experience and understanding from this journey is what I share here. Please ask any questions in the comments. I'm welcome. Let's start at the very beginning. For me, there was a time when I didn't even know what food I liked. I'd let other people decide because if I chose, I might get it wrong. That's how disconnected I was from myself. What I didn't realize back then was that my trauma was hiding my self-awareness. So here's a question for you. Do you know your name, your eye color, your favorite clothes? That's basic self-awareness. Do you also know what foods you really enjoy? Or what movies you want to watch? Or do you sometimes let others choose because you're not sure? Wherever you are right now, simply notice what you're aware of. This is your starting point on the spectrum, and you might already have reached the next threshold. For a long time, I didn't actually know how I felt. If someone asked me, "How are you doing?" my automatic answer was always, "I'm fine." But the truth was, I had no real awareness of how I actually felt inside. Looking back from where I am now, I can see that developing emotional awareness was the first threshold of self-awareness, a foundational step on your journey to embodied self-awareness. It took some work to get there, but once I crossed that threshold, I didn't lose it. I could finally start to recognize my emotions in the moment, instead of only realizing them afterwards. So let me ask you, can you tell what emotion you're feeling right now in this moment? Some people can, some people can't. The difference comes down to how deep their self-awareness is. Once you can recognize your emotions in the moment, the next step is refinement. It's one thing to know you're upset. It's another to be able to tell whether you're frustrated, disrespected, or powerless. At first, all those emotions might feel like anger, but as your awareness deepens, you start to notice the difference between being frustrated and being infuriated, or between feeling embarrassed or feeling humiliated. If you're noticing some of these differences already, that's fabulous. If not, that's okay too. Simply recognizing that there are layers to your emotions is a step forward, and it shows you where you might go next on the spectrum. Here's a fairly comprehensive list of emotions that may help you. Feel free to take a photo or screenshot. Once you start recognizing and refining your emotions, the next layer is noticing how they show up in your body, building somatic awareness, and deepening your embodied self-awareness. Sensing emotions. Each emotion carries a physical signature: tension, heat, pressure, or tightness. And learning to sense that is the second threshold of self-awareness. For example, where do you feel frustration? Is it in your shoulders, your jaw, or maybe your rib cage? At first, you might not even notice it consciously. You just know you're angry. But with practice, you can start to pinpoint exactly what's happening inside. Being able to sense these physical sensations is a deeper level of self-awareness. And the surprising part is that once you can feel it in yourself, what scientists call interoception, you can begin to notice it in others too. That's when self-awareness starts to ripple outward, beyond just your own experience. Recognizing the sensations in your body is just the beginning. The next step is learning to work with them, to release the tension they carry. Each release lifts a layer, slowly unveiling the true self hidden beneath. For me, this stage took time and practice. I learned to sit with the sensations, notice where the tension was, and gently allow it to soften or move. After many months of this work, I had released enough tension that Kundalini energy started up on its own, which helped burn through tension that I couldn't reach from outside. This process of sensing and releasing prepares you for the next threshold, awareness inside your body itself. At this level, you start to recognize something is clearly different, a localized awareness within your body. It's distinct and noticeable, and once you recognize it, you realize there's a 3D space inside yourself that you can explore and focus on with your inner attention. Most people haven't experienced this yet, but it's completely accessible with consistent practice. Once you can sense inside your body, something fascinating happens. You realize you are sensing from somewhere. You can feel and move your awareness from one place to another inside your body. But you cannot pinpoint the place you are aware from because of remaining tension. The next step is to release that tension, just as you have practiced in earlier layers. Each release allows your awareness to move deeper, closer to the core of yourself. Now, I imagine this step, like all the other steps, is very different for each individual. The more beautiful and symmetrical your head and face, the less tension needs to be released. The less beautiful and less symmetrical, like me, the more work needs to be done. And let me tell you, it is a lot of work. Eventually, you will be able to reach the inner sanctuary, a place of pure and spiritual awareness, known in some traditions as the Cave of Brahma, the bridal chamber, or the prayer closet, where your deeper self fully unfolds. This is full, complete self-awareness. It's a place where you can rest entirely in your own awareness, free from the layers of tension and conditioned patterns that previously blocked you. Very few people ever experience it directly, but I believe it's completely possible with practice and persistence. If you've been following along, you've seen how self-awareness grows step by step, from the basics to recognizing emotions, to sensing the physical layers in your body, all the way to the inner sanctuary. I've created a free PDF on my website that walks you through these thresholds step by step, and a masterclass to help you move between these thresholds of self-awareness. You can explore them at your own pace and start experiencing these levels for yourself. If this video resonated with you, please hit the thumbs up button below. It really helps others to find it. And subscribe to my channel so you don't miss future videos that guide you deeper into this journey. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I post a new video. Thanks for watching.